You know I love bringing in new music, and I love being that guy. Well, remember this. Yes, indeed, an absolute tune. I got a little something for you, Emanate. Well, indeed, in true fashion, I have got a little something for you. Emanate were one of the UK's most successful homegrown R&B bands, with a string of hit singles, albums, touring with some of the biggest names in the industry. Now, singer-songwriter Kule T from the band, and he is just cool, he just oozes cool. He is back with a brand new single, and he joins me on the show right now. Kule T, how you doing, my man?
What's up? I like the introduction, man. That was cool.
Cheers, mate. Well, you know, it's not just...
God almighty.
It's not just thrown together, this show, mate. Not just thrown together. Right, let's talk first off about the past. Let's talk about Emanate. The band were a massive staple in 90s R&B. What was it like to be part of it?
It was a shock. A shock and amazing all at the same time. It's like we all knew each other from like way back in the day, and we all did our little thing. So I was doing like singing on my own, and a couple of the other guys are doing their own projects as well. And it's just only when I was coaching another guy to perform for this group, and it just so happened my friends came down, and I haven't seen them for such a long time. So they came down. I said, "All right, guys, how you doing?" And I said, "Oh, we come to see someone." I said, "All right, cool. Who is it?" And it was the guy. It was the guy. I won't mention the guy's name, but it was this guy.
Say that.
I can't say his name. But I'm not gonna say his name.
Fine.
So I did my bit. I did my bit, coached him, kind of said, do that, perform there, and he did really, really well. But unfortunately, the only thing was, at the end of the show, we do a little jam session with the band, and I kind of did my little bit, and the guys came up to me and said, like, are you interested in something? I said, well, what are you talking about? I said, like, we're putting something together. Do you want to come and join us? I said, what about the guy that you were supposed to be? And I kind of felt bad. So I kind of went along, like, because I haven't seen the guy.
Number one sometimes, Cole.
I know, but I felt so bad. But I went along with the guys, said, like, let's see what you got. And it just so happened that they had a really big project going on, and we gelled really, really well. And then it kind of escalated that Columbia Records liked what we were doing. And then it just kind of went crazy from there. We just like performed. We did the carnival first. We did a carnival, and people thought Jodeci. I don't know if anybody knows Jodeci, but back then Jodeci was like the killing it over there, and they thought we were Jodeci, which I was like, for me, I was like, I didn't know really much about Jodeci. I was like listening to Commission and all these gospel people. So people thought Jodeci was in town because one of the guys has got American accent, so he thought Jodeci was in town because we had this thinking that every performance we do will be our very first performance. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah,
it's our very first performance. And we just kind of went crazy on the place. And then suddenly it became signing to Columbia Records. Then it became doing Capital radio shows, road shows, this and that. It's like when you do road shows, you're like the first act because no one knows you. Yeah. And we were the first act performing. And then suddenly we started to move backwards. I didn't understand the principle of us moving backwards. So we were instead of being first, we end up being kind of near the last, and I didn't quite get it because I was young, but it just so happened that every time we performed, the crowd went mad, and every time other people performed, they went quiet. So they moved us.
That's what you love. That's what you love. I just had a message in from Katie Lester in March. She says, I used to throw teddies at Emanate. Kule T is my fave.
You know, I had someone, I was doing my TikTok lives, and they came on my live and they were like, I used to throw teddies at you. I was like, what? Really? I was like, oh.
I love it. Right. I got a little something. It was held off number one by Celine Dion, but you outsold like Seal. You know what I mean? The track was used in Bad Boys, you know, Will Smith's. It must be unreal.
The thing was when we beat Seal on the charts, as far as I was concerned, I went to number one. That was
fair play.
Because I love Seal, you know, and I love what he does, and to be past him with that smash hit, I was like, okay, I'm number one. I don't care what anybody says.
Did you ever have you ever met Seal? Have you ever met him?
No, I haven't met Seal at all. But the other good thing was we were like number one R&B artist in the R&B charts like for 3 or 4 weeks. And then we kind of toured with Janet Jackson. We did.
What was that like?
That was that. Oh, geez. How do I put this in words to kind of make it make sense?
I can't see how you could put that into words. If
I'm trying. I'm trying to think about it now. So all I can say is like the woman is unbelievably professional. Everybody around her is incredible. And that was my massive learning stage when it came to the music industry. Mm-hmm. They were just like, we were going from city to city and they were stripping down their stage and going from one city to the other city to the other. And it's a case of we had to be ready. So we had this guy, he was about 6 foot tall and wide, and he used to knock on our door. This is a scary bit. He used to knock on our door and say, guys, you ready? And we would like say, okay, we're ready.
Yeah, I'll come in. Right.
But it's like you had to be ready, like dressed really quickly, and you just had to be ready and like be ready to go. But
so did you learn like a discipline then through working?
It was military. It was seriously military, because if you imagine, they have to strip the whole stage down and go for another city, set up and be ready for Janet to come over and then perform. So we literally kind of, when it fell into that stage, because every time we went to another country, we had radio, TV, all of that before we actually had rehearsals. So it became like, for us, we kind of followed through with the whole military aspect, because you don't have a choice but to be. You kind of just have to fall in line. Like,
you just got to go. You got to stay there. Right. Enough about the past.
If you don't fall in line, you're in trouble. Right?
Yeah, I can imagine. Right. Let's talk about your new music, your music now. It's obviously a very different sound. So what is it that's inspiring you at the moment?
So I started. I took time out from music for quite a long time, and I had to deal with a lot of kind of traumatic stuff, and I found that the whole music was the only thing that kind of made my head level, and kind of made me kind of be creative and be happy. So once I discovered that, I was like, you know what, this is what I just need to do. It was therapeutic for me, and also it allowed me to create something different to just throw out there in the industry. So I've created like 5 or 6 tracks already, and this track that's you're going to play at some point, this track, this track is going to be off of my up and coming EP, Emotional Roller Coaster. So that's looking to come out this year. We're just trying to schedule a time, but that's going to be a whole creation of my thoughts, my thinking, and all the kind of traumatic stuff I've been through, as well as some of the happy stuff. So yeah, the journey's been really, really good. And it's like to have you guys play my stuff and other people play my stuff. For me, it's a bit of a shock, because I just wanted to create and put it out there and just see what people thought of what I did. And it's been such a good response. I'm like, cool, you know,
that's all you want.
Every little thing for me is good.
Exactly, yeah. That's all you want. As a performer, how would you say it's been for you personally, and as a performer during the last 18 months?
So I think for me, what I've started to do is, like, I know because we couldn't go out and we couldn't perform. So what I started to do TikTok stuff. Mm-hmm. So the first time I went on TikTok, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna perform live and just see what people think and just like kind of just be myself.
Yeah.
And then it just had this ricochet effect. And then suddenly I'm doing like game shows on Friday. I'm doing a jazz night and where I just play some jazz and I just kind of sing to jazz. Nice. I would do that. And then you get this, which is really strange. Then I've got someone engaged on my live, literally got engaged in my live.
Oh, wow.
She was listening to my music, and then suddenly what she said, my husband to be just asked me to marry him. I was like, so I stopped the music. I was like, what? everybody went quiet. I went, what? I said, I don't know what to say. I said, what do you think you should say? The words, it's like 3 words that you just need to say. The man's on his knees right now. So she finally said yes, and everybody in the live was like going, yeah, well done. I was like, well done. And then suddenly she said to me, I want to use one of your songs nice. For my wedding. And I went, okay. I said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to play you this song that I don't really play to anybody, but I'm going to play it to you. It's called Knowing That. So I played her this track, Knowing That, I wrote a long time ago, which is like on YouTube and all the streaming platforms. I played that, and then suddenly there was just silence. And you think there's silence. I thought, she thinks it's rubbish, right? Oh, I've done a really bad track. it's like, whoops. So you don't like it. So the husband to be came on the phone and said that she was crying. I was like, why is she crying? I said, she said she really loves the song. and she wants to use it. She wants to use it walking down the aisle. I went,
that's got to
what?
be the biggest compliment to a songwriter ever.
I went, what? I said, you're lying. I said to him, no, you are joking. Right? I said, no, she's really serious. She wants to use it walking down the aisle. And this is all the way in Africa. It's like she wants to use it walking down the aisle. And she actually used the track. She rehearsed to it, walked down the aisle. And I went on live like a couple of months ago. And she literally came in when she was at her wedding, and she goes to me, I played it. I went, what?
That's adorable, mate. I love that. Kule T.
So sweet. It's like I say to people, like, whatever award I got and all these other awards I got, that's
what makes it special.
That makes it special.
So you talk about your TikTok. How can we keep up to date with your TikTok and your other social medias and things like that?
So all you basically do is that you literally put my name into Google, type in Kule T into Google. I am more or less all over the place. Go onto my Instagram or my TikTok. Just follow me all on those. I've also got a show on Thursday at the Looking Glass Cocktail Bar with Lunar Legacy. The doors open at 7:00. The link is in my bio on TikTok, Instagram, and all that. So the link is in my bio. And I also have a festival the week after called the Gosport Waterfront Festival. I'm going to be there for on the 30th of July all the way up to the 1st. I'm going to be performing as well as hosting some up-and-coming artists. So, yes, Brilliant. That all came out. I'm tired.
Cool. Sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, mate. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Just one more request. Can you please introduce your track, your brand new track here on BBC Radio Leicester?
Definitely. This is my latest single, The Deal. Enjoy, have fun. It's a fun track. This is called The Deal. Let's go.
Tell me what you
Take care, Kule.
Take it easy, man. Thanks for that. Love that.
Tell me how you feel when I see you standing there by yourself. I just wanna know the deal. Tell me what you want. I wanna make you real. When I see you looking at me, I just wanna know the deal, yeah. I just saw you, are you by yourself in this club? Are you with someone? Am I jumping the gun about our love? You've got something, and I've been pondering how to say hi. You're such a mystery, but this entices me, so hear me out. Yeah. Tell me what you like. Tell me how you feel. I got to know if this is for real. Come on, help me out. Standing there by yourself, I just wanna know the real. I got to know, is this for real? Tell me what you want. I wanna make it real. I wanna make it real. When I see you looking at me, I just wanna know the deal, yeah. What you drinking? What you thinking? I want to know. Girl, you're looking stunning. And all these guys are looking, but you're next to me. I'm an open man, willing to listen. All of your walls, 'cause I'll make you laugh and do the Cabbage Patch to make you smile. Yeah. Tell me what you like. Tell me how you feel. I got to know if this is for real. Come on, tell me. When I see you standing there by yourself, I just wanna know if it's real.
What a gent. What, honestly, just a dream to talk to. Kule T, that's his brand new track, The Deal, there.